Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more Know Your Members of the 119th Congress. Before we jump into the video, do want to go ahead and let you know I have two ways to donate to the channel if you wish. One is a Patreon, which is of course a month-to-month cost, and then I also have a Ko-fi account, which also can go month to month, but can also be one-time donations, smaller amounts, so on. So, yeah. Before you ever think of donating, though, if you are in financial straits, financial trouble, do not donate. I do not want to put you in further trouble. Everything is tough out there for everybody at this moment in time, this moment in history. But if you can afford it and it's not going to put you in trouble and you want to, please, I would accept it. I would enjoy it. Thank you. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump back into the video. Today, we are looking at Representative Josh Harder, who is the representative for the 9th District of California, which encompasses the city of Stockton and is just a little bit below Sacramento. He is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Jeff Denham. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Josh Harder is as an individual. He was born in Turlock, California on August the 1st, 1986. Graduated from Modesto Public High School in Modesto, California. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Stanford University in Stanford, California in 2008. Earned an MBA from Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 2014. Earned an MPP from Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 2014. Has been an entrepreneur, a consultant, a professor, before being elected as a Democrat to the 116th. And 3 following Congresses, which means he is in his 4th term. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Interior, Environment, and Related Agencies, and the Subcommittee on Labor, Health and Human Services, Education, and Related Agencies. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have the University of California. It is a public land grant research university system in the state of California that's headquartered in Oakland and is composed of 10 campuses at Berkeley, Davis, Irvine, Los Angeles, Merced, Riverside, San Diego, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, and Santa Cruz, along with numerous research centers and academic centers abroad. It is the state's land-grant university. In 1900, it was one of the founders of the Association of American Universities, and since the 1970s, 7 of its campuses, in addition to Berkeley, have been admitted to the association. Berkeley, Davis, Irvine, Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, Riverside, and San Diego are considered public Ivies, making California the state with the most universities in the nation to hold the title. Its campuses have large numbers of distinguished faculty in almost every academic discipline, with the University of California faculty and researchers having won 75 Nobel Prizes as of 2025. Its 10 campuses have a combined student body of 299,407 students, 26,100 faculty members, 192,400 staff members, and over 2.5 million alumni. The newest campus is Merced, which opened in the fall of 2005. 9 campuses enroll both undergraduate and graduate students, with the University of California, San Francisco enrolling only graduate and professional students in the medical and health sciences. There is also the University of California College of Law, located in San Francisco, which is legally affiliated with the University of California system and shares its name, but is otherwise autonomous. Under the California Master Plan for Higher Education, the University of California is part of the state's 3-system public higher education plan, which includes the California State University system, the California Community Colleges system. The University of California is governed by a Board of Regents, whose autonomy from the rest of the state government is protected by the state constitution. University of California also manages or co-manages 3 national laboratories for the U.S. Department of Energy: Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, and Los Alamos National Laboratory. The University of California was founded on March 23, 1868, and operated in Oakland, where it absorbed the assets of the College of California before moving to Berkeley in 1873. But yeah, that has been a look at the University of California. Altogether, it has donated $79,931, and once again, that's the University of California. Next, at number 2, we have Deer Management, which is also, it does business as Bessemer Venture Partners, operating as a venture capital firm that invest in enterprise, consumer, and healthcare technology-based companies, serving clients worldwide. It is apparently headquartered in Pennsylvania. Or maybe not. I don't know. This might be a different Deer Management. But, yeah. We'll go ahead and close that because I don't think that's the same one. But, yeah. Bessemer Venture Partners, who it's also better known as. Altogether, they have donated $68,700. And once again, that's Deer Management. Next, at number 3, we have Alphabet Incorporated. It is an American multinational technology conglomerate holding company headquartered in Mountain View, California, that was created through a restructuring of Google on October the 2nd, 2015, and became the parent holding company of Google and several former Google subsidiaries. It is listed on the large cap section of the NASDAQ under the ticker symbols GOOGL and GOOG. Both classes of stock are components of major stock market indices such as the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. Alphabet has been described as a big tech company. The establishment of Alphabet Inc. was prompted by desire to make the core Google business cleaner and more accountable, while allowing greater autonomy and group companies that operate in businesses other than in internet services. Founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin announced their resignation from the executive post in December 2019, with the CEO role to be filled by Sundar Pichai, who is also the CEO of Google. Page and Brin remain employees, board members, and controlling shareholders of Alphabet. Alphabet has faced numerous legal and ethical controversies, including a 2017 lawsuit against Uber over stolen self-driving technology and a 2020 privacy settlement over Google Plus data exposure and multiple antitrust actions from the United States, France, and Japan. It is also accused of labor law violations related to worker organizing and was forced to file for bankruptcy in Russia after its bank account was seized in 2022. In 2023, the company was widely criticized for mass layoffs that impacted 12,000 employees, many of whom discovered their termination only upon losing account access. Altogether, they have donated $64,708, and once again, that's Alphabet Incorporated. Next, at number 4, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, and it is a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the United States, and is one of such several pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the U.S. that has been called one of the most influential lobbying groups in the U.S., and as of 2025 says it has more than 5 billion members in the United States. It proclaims itself to be bipartisan, but all it does is bribe both parties. It was founded in 1954 by lobbyists for the Israeli government, partly to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year, and became a powerful organization during the 1980s. In 2002, it expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq and celebrated the Iraq War in 2003 at AIPAC events. In 2005, Pentagon analysts pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. It is a vile, despicable, evil corporation that should be banned from any economic influence in our government system, and it shows just how corrupt these lobbyists and such are. Altogether, it has donated $49,804, and once again, that's AIPAC. Finally, in 5th, we have Stanford University, and it is a private research university in Stanford, California, that was founded in 1885 by railroad magnate Leland Stanford, the 8th governor of of and then an incumbent U.S. Senator representing California, and his wife Jane, in memory of their only child, Leland Jr. It first admitted students in 1891, opening as a co-educational and non-denominational institution, and struggled financially after Leland died in 1893, and again after much of the campus was damaged in the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Following World War II, University Provost Frederick Terman an internet entrepreneurial culture to build a self-sufficient local industry, later known as Silicon Valley. In 1951, Stanford Research Park was established in Palo Alto as the world's first university research park, and by 2021, the university had 2,288 tenure-line faculty, senior fellows, center fellows, and medical faculty on staff. It is organized around 7 schools of study on an 8,180 acre or 3,310 hectare campus, one of the largest in the nation, and houses the Hoover Institution, a public policy think tank, and is classified among R1 doctoral universities as very high research activity. Students compete in 36 university sports, and the university is one of 8 private institutions in the Atlantic Coast Conference, which makes no damn sense since it's on the Pacific Coast, but whatever. It won 136 NCAA team championships and was awarded the NACDA Directors' Cup for 25 consecutive years, beginning in 1994. Students and alumni have won 302 Olympic medals, including 153 gold. It is associated with 94 billionaires, 58 Nobel laureates, 33 MacArthur Fellows, 29 Turing Award winners, as well as 7 Wolf Foundation Prize recipients, 2 Supreme Court Justices of the United States, and 4 Pulitzer Prize winners. Additionally, its alumni include many Fulbright Scholars, Marshall Scholars, Gates Cambridge Scholars, Rhodes Scholars, and members of the U.S. Congress. Altogether, it has donated $41,947, and once again, that's Stanford University. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Retired, who altogether have donated $962,403. Next, at number 2, is Securities and Investment, who altogether have donated $443,345. Next, at number 3, we have Lawyers and Law Firms, who altogether have donated $340,379. Next, at number 4, we have Education, who altogether have donated $243,787. And in 5th, we have Real Estate, who altogether have donated $187,235. Now let's look at all the donors at a glance. Individually, University of California, great, absolutely wonderful. Deer Management, which we know is an investment firm, also known as Bessemer Investment. O, Alphabet Incorporated. O, APAC. Boo, suck. Stanford University, great, absolutely wonderful. Industry-wise, retired, great, absolutely wonderful. Securities and investment, boo, suck. Lawyers and law firms, ooh. Education, great, absolutely wonderful. Real estate, ooh. Yeah, altogether it's a very mixed bag. I'm going to say mixed bag leaning negative because you've got a lot more negatives than you do positives. That's where that's going to lead. But this has been a look at Representative Josh Harder, who is the representative for the 9th District of California. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. And it can't just be trash sources, tinfoil hat wearing sources, a bunch of BS. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.